Yo, that thing's a heater, baby. GM. Sorry, we're coming to you a little bit late again. We almost didn't come to you anymore ever again. I had more troubles, as you can see if you're watching on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm done trying to fucking connect to that stupid fucking road in my office. Like, I literally want to send it back to road with a pile of dog shit on it. But anyway, we're connected here in the studio. This is where I spend most of my day anyway, so it only makes the most amount of sense that this is my new home for Web3 Breakfast, and I am so freaking excited that you guys joined us. Man, we were just, Turbo and Seven and I we were giggling like schoolgirls behind the scene before we went live because of how annoyed I was. I think we're in a good mood now. I think we're going to have this one. This is going to be a good one. I can't hear you. Oh, goodness. Oh, hang on. That means I've not been connected to the same problem here as in my office. Just struck again. Give me a break. Bluetooth off. Sorry, we're going to lose connectivity for a second here. Bluetooth back on. Road cac. Here we go. There we go. We're back. All right. Well, good to know. I still got to do the same routine in here as I do.
Yeah, he's just talking away. Yep.
Oh, dude.
Oh, and then I was muted, and then I got muted on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Man, we're the worst show on Twitter. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is one of the
best Monday ever.
Hey, I love technology, man, but I can't get mine to work. I try to run a show every day. Golly. Road.
I love it, man.
Come on, Road.
It keeps us on our toes, you know what I mean? Like, and you know the best thing about the Road, I don't know how they've done this, but they have figured out how to make it glitch just before you need it, you know? Shouts out to them, man. That line of technology, bar none. I'm gonna say that right now. Bar none.
People are just gonna think that I'm like incapable.
Believe me, watching you try to figure out what's going on, it's not even incapable. It's just we need to send we just need to have a sign up sheet of Road needs to fix their shit and just see how many people actually sign it.
Yes.
I'm with you. I am with you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because you know you're not the only one. You know that everybody that has this Road has this fucking problem that's doing anything like any kind of yeah.
Oh.
What's happening? What's happening? Holy shit.
All right, that's over now. So what I tried to do was, if you are watching, man, what a monkey show this is today. This is just absolutely absurd. Apologies to everybody that's joining us. Maybe this is what you came for, was this absolutely insanity. But here's the deal. If you are watching on the live stream, I was trying to pull up the Twitter Space thing, and all of a sudden I clicked into it, and then you could hear the infinite loop. So anyway, I'll get that squared away. Screw the screen for now. Just screw it.
Yeah, screw it. And we have a great conversation today. We're gonna be talking about some ordinals. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue that conversation. And I'm freaking happy, Jay, because like doggone it, like I thought when they were talking about this inscription thing and everybody was like, oh yeah, man, like it inscripts it with the date. And I was like, oh my God. Really? That like blew my mind. Until we were talking off the channels and you were like, yeah, same like when you mint it. And it has the date that you minted it.
Yep, nothing special.
Like,
the ordinal thing is nothing special. Now,
dude, Turbo is so excited though. He was just, oh my God, 7. Do you know that it like describes it on the side of it? I'm like, are you talking about like when they press into the fucking plastic and you can tell the numbers are still there when the paint comes off? Cool, buddy.
Yeah, bro, it was definitely when you're in the bear and you just want something to be excited about. You know what I mean? Like you just want some technology to come out and to just be excited about it. And that was my moment. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was very low on the excitement scale in reality.
Well, it's all right.
It fizzled out so fast, like you could just tell in your voice that you were like, oh, fuck, I feel like a moron.
Never mind. I was committed.
Dude, you were convinced that you were buying your first ordinal that day. Like you were like, we got to get 1.7. We got to have one.
It's got to have the date, man. It's got to have the date.
Well, now, listen. Now, the date on some things, I this is something I've come to understand the importance of the ordinals. Right? Is that now, like whatever, like the mind block of those particular satoshis, whatever happened to be going on, is important. Like I happened to stumble upon, and I got to find a way. This, I'm on a mission to find my first ordinal, right? And I know of a couple projects now. I know we got the Bit Apes. I know we got the Hoodlums. Love the art on the Hoodlums. But there's a couple I've seen that I'm really interested in, and so I want to take a first venture into the BRC20 scene, but I got to find the right project. Now there was some other one that I'd seen recently that looks pretty cool. Could you hear that when I just got that email? Did you hear that ding dong? Okay, that's good. There are some other some BRC20 projects that the name escapes me right now, but I want to learn more. There was a couple people that tagged some projects on the post. So if you guys are watching over on the live stream, we do not only is this a Twitter space, but we do live stream this to LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and a couple different Twitter accounts, X accounts, if you will. But we why was I saying that? Where was I going? Golly. Oh, leave your comments. Nope. Yeah. I forgot. We got a lot more people watching on the YouTube this week, which I love. Thank you guys for doing that. Make sure that you guys smash the like. That's what I got to get in the habit of, smashing the like, that kind of thing, and drop some comments like what BRC20 projects are you guys looking at so that I can take a look at that. Oh, here's what it was. So I saw one that's about pizza. Obviously, y'all know that I freaking love pizza. Love pizza. Pizza is life. Got a tattoo, do it every week on a Friday. That's the thing. They have this pizza collection that the inscriptions are part of the 10,000 Bitcoin transaction. So someone got a hold of some of those sats and did this pizza collection on the Bitcoin pizza. Bitcoin. Crazy, right? So like there are some things that are of important significance within the Bitcoin and crypto world that you could say like, oh, these are important. Yes.
I would like to ask a question if I could.
You may ask a question.
Thank you. I was wondering, does how your excitement level right now for ordinals, because like you got pretty excited as you were kind of like beginning to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, is it because it's something new to learn? Is it like what is the excitement for you for ordinals, or is it just this reality that we know in this next bull they're gonna go freaking crazy?
So
and people are gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah. So here's the deal. And I even put out some posts about this kind of stuff this morning. I mean, you guys are not strangers. I'm not giving people new news when I say this, but if you're the average retail investor and you're looking to make some moves in crypto, you should have a little Bitcoin in your portfolio, or don't put any in right now and use the bull run to accumulate some money in the crypto ecosystem. And then when the timing is right, then shift back into the Bitcoin or the Ethereum. But okay, here's the deal. At $40,000, say Bitcoin gets to $150,000, that's a 3.5x ish, right? Okay, so your maybe $5,000 portfolio turns into $15,000. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That's not what we're in crypto for. Joe, go to the stock market if that's what you want. With Ethereum, if Ethereum goes to $10,000, that's a 5x from 2,000. Okay, still 5x is not bad, but that's not what we're here for. We should be looking for 15, 20, 25, 50 plus X on our returns in anything that we're investing in right now. That's what we should be looking for, because we know that's what happens in the bull run. In the bear market, sure, if you want to try to find, a scalp and get a couple percent here and there, whoop-de-freaking-do, good for you. But that's not what a bull run's for. And so you've got to find other opportunities. And okay, so now why I get excited about ordinals is that, and somebody brought this to my attention on one of my posts this morning, because I said that, and they said, well, here's the deal. BRCs are 1,000xing. Okay, cool. Now we can say you've got $5,000 to invest and you want to put it into Bitcoin, put it into a BRC20 and then 100 or 1,000x that. There you go. Now you're playing the game. That's what I'm talking about. So you can, we've started to create an ecosystem and an economy out of something that, the finite supply, the 21 million, there'll only ever be 21 million of them. Okay, well, now we can do something more with it. And I'm starting to understand, especially with, how secure the Bitcoin blockchain is, with some of these tokenized real world assets, or even think about medical records and how you could really start to revolutionize some of our ecosystems by utilizing that. Now, is it going to congest up the network? Possibly. Who knows? I got to do more research into all of this. But I think knowing that now there's some true potential, it's not just shitty. Because if you look at some of these Bitcoin ordinal marketplaces, I'm going to tell you what, some of this art is trash. And somebody posted something the other day, and I want to echo this. Like, and this goes for art. I know it's subjective. This goes for music. I know it's subjective, but we got to stop like fluffing people's egos. Like, if you put out shit, you put out shit. Let's just tell somebody, hey, go try it again. Not everything's good. Not everything's great. Not all the art.
No, wait a second. Nope. Because I mean, it's different. You know, everybody has a different ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think,
I'm all for that.
bro. You
I'm
know,
all for that, but there's some shit. There's some
music
trash. Like, people are like, dude, that's amazing. No, it's trash. It sucks.
But what if they really think it is good?
Then they have a shitty ear, and they should go do something different.
Okay, all right. What grinds your gears this morning?
Nothing.
Right?
No, I'm actually in a really good mood.
I mean, being in the presence of, you know, just musical geniuses like Seven,
yes,
and his 7 people inside of him. You know, I can definitely understand. I could definitely understand, like, you know, why you could feel so strongly.
No, listen, Seven, you've got like some freaking talent. Like, when I say talent, man, like, you could turn trash into treasure for sure. Because I've seen you do that. I've given you some stuff.
You've heard my songs.
No, you've heard me.
I am fucking dying. That is not even what happened. What do you mean? That is not even what happened. Oh my gosh, you guys are so dumb. Oh,
I freaking love this.
No.
But no, you know, like, I think that, you know, you know, seriousness, man. I think that when we talk about these big plays, like in the, you know, like in this bull market, it's coming. You talk about $5,000, you know, versus like $20. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that I have the cojones to be able to put $5,000 behind something that is emerging. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where I could do a couple hundred, I could do $20, but like a $5,000 move, you know, is like definitely where the risk is. But I mean, but that's where people make it or break it, right? Yeah. Like is in those plays. I feel like we're not going to see as many of these huge moves in this bull like we did like in the bulls before. I've only been here for one, you know, everything else is historical from that. But, you know, from the last bull, I don't think we're going to see kind of the same, just because I think that we're going to see more of, you know, more of these bigger brands coming into play. And it's just going to spread. It's going to be way more spread out to where, you know, in the last bull, everything was kind of more like pointed or focused, I guess, you know, like in the different hype projects, where I just think we're just going to be bombarded by so many major brands and so many players and games and all that stuff that I don't think we're going to see the same big moves like we did last time.
We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. What do you guys think, though? That's going to be the topic of the conversation today. Thank you for joining us for Web3 Breakfast. We just got through the chop shop, baby. The chop shop. Well, I know we bled a little bit into the conversation today, and we started a few minutes late. And Corey, you know, as per your advice yesterday, we start late, we end late. That's going to be the new thing. We're not going to end early anymore. Plus, now that we've shifted my seat for this show over to this studio, we don't have to be, not that we're not cognizant of AJ's show. I just don't need to be out of the office so that I give him some space to get prepped for his show. You know, like around 10, like I can give him his space because I'm here. I got my space and I love this. And that was such a great platform. You guys remember that? Your top 7 friends got to drop like some music tracks.
Yeah, I think MySpace is definitely, there's a lot of lessons to be learned from the MySpace. Should we do technology?
Should we do a MySpace NFT collection?
Isn't Tom the guy that created MySpace? Isn't that the guy that comes into the spaces and stuff? Or am I making that up? He
does. He was like everyone's friend. He had the most friends. Him and Tila Tequila, which I recently saw. I think it was this morning or last night. Something about Tila Tequila and how she's speaking out against Hollywood.
Good for her. She'll be dead in a week.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a viral video going around of her talking a bunch of not so good stuff. Like she's talking about, you know, just like the chick from Orange is the New Black talking about the gold juice on Whitney Cummings' podcast. Like they're all that shit's about to come out because they can't stop it anymore. The Diddy documentary is what I'm waiting for because that shit's gonna implode.
When's that supposed to come out?
Next year sometime. Supposedly like soon because like it's starting to leak. Like I guess it's in the distributor's hands because all these little clips are leaking, dude. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna expose everything about the Bad Boy Records, pretty much.
This the shady side of Diddy's billion. Wait, no, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. No, that was 2017.
I do believe it's going to be interesting because even 50 Cent's on top of it. Like he's like promoting it, and all the charity work it goes to victims of sexual abuse and shit. Like it's so ridiculous. Like the things that they're about to like expose.
Damn. We talk about. I mean, hey, if 50's coming to 50, I gotta say 50. We know a 50 here in the ecosystem. If 50 is looking to clean up, good for him.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. I mean,
but he's always been against it. Like everybody that he attacks publicly and makes fun of, like DJ Khaled and Rick Ross, like they're all part of the little group that Diddy hangs out with. So I'm sure it has something to do with like the white parties and all that stuff. Like that shit's so weird to me.
Damn, that is absolutely crazy, man. The stuff that goes on, you know, and it's like, and you know, but it just goes to show like why what we're doing is so important. You know what I mean? Like we are literally creating a whole new side of entertainment, you know, through everything that we're doing, you know, video games, we got freaking doggone films and stuff like that. You know, Violetta, she was like the first person to put her music on, or Violetta. She was the first person to put her music on an Ordinal.
Oh, really?
She was like, yeah, she was like the very first. She's the very first music Ordinal.
That's cool.
Right?
Good for her.
So, I mean, there's hope. There's hope, man. I mean, but I will say, you know, I had a chance to go over to the Bitcoin house and meet with those guys.
You said weird,
and
right?
I did.
A little strange?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like my
Could
anxiety,
be.
You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
Like, yeah. And I just, it was a lot. Like, I mean, these people were like, they weren't like regular degens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like these, like everyone's very like just straight collared and, you know, a beer in a hand, IPA, and just like chatting with each other. And it was like this, it wasn't like that. I don't know.
That's a nice Vineyard Vines vest you're wearing there, pal. Nice Patagonia better sweater, buddy. Let's talk about
exactly.
Let's talk about sats. Satoshis. That's my two Satoshis.
They did have a food cart. Or like a little food stand that came out, and they were accepting Bitcoin, which was pretty cool. It was $18 a sandwich, which was like extremely reasonable. You know what I'm saying? And so
was it like craft bread, artisanal bread?
It's something fancy. What was really messed up is they were grilled cheese sandwiches. That's what really had me jacked up, Jay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, because I was like, oh shit, this looks delicious. Accepts Bitcoin, great. I got some of that, you know. And then I go over and I was like, a whole Bitcoin for a meal? Not doing this. Is a trick.
No, you know what they should do is they should get something for their griddle top, and they should press the Bitcoin B into their grilled cheese sandwiches. That would be cool. That would then be worthy because you're like, well, fuck, for $12, I'm going to get this grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm going to put it on my Instagram because it's cute.
Boom. And that's at least worth a couple follows. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on.
And all that.
Come on.
I did try to talk to them about Ordinals. Yo, conversation got switched so fast because like I kind of made my way in with like somebody, you know, and his name was Brandon. He's like one of the owners of the Bitcoin magazine. And I was like trying to talk to him about Ordinals, and we just kind of just glazed over it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk about it. You know, he just kind of gave me like a head nod and just kept the conversation going.
We don't speak of those around here.
Bro, that's the whole thing, man. Because you're not allowed to talk about anything else when you're with them either. You got to talk only about Bitcoin. So
well, that's
it's like,
welcome to maximalism. That's it. It's a
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It's the Maxi house.
Yeah, come on. Nobody needs that.
Well,
nobody.
I mean, they look. I
don't understand why they're so against it, even though like it's supposed to be like this new emerging thing. Like, why are they like, oh hell no, don't talk about that here. We're talking about Bitcoin.
Well, so I think the theory that most people would say is that for the most part, the people that I'm doing this sizing terribly. Here we go. For the most part, the people that have made it with Bitcoin, they don't need it. They don't need anything else. So they don't give a shit about any other altcoins.
That
right?
makes sense.
You know,
they're like, we have 45 Bitcoin. We don't need fucking NFTs on Bitcoin. That's pretty much what it is. I get it.
And I do share the same sentiment because of how precious, that sounds terrible to say, but how precious Bitcoin is for you to have these transactions where not everybody wins in NFTs. Like as a guy who I didn't freaking make it with Ethereum NFTs. And I know a lot of people that got hosed with Ethereum NFTs and every other chain NFT, right? Like it's not like Bitcoin's the magic bullet that every one of them is going to go up. And so there are people who are going to put Bitcoin into these ordinals that are going to lose their Bitcoin. They are going to lose it. And that's horrible.
100%. But you don't have to go Lord of the Rings about it, Jay. Like, this is my precious.
My precious. This is my Bitcoin.
Literally, that's all I heard when he said it. Like, I don't want to hear
Don't spend my precious Bitcoin.
Like, that's all. Like, there's just a room. Like, Turbo walks in, it's a room full of golems, dude. Like,
well, you know, Mike actually just made a comment over on YouTube too. He said the ordinals are coming to other chains soon, and I'm gonna be honest. Damn it, I seen one come through. It was a Ethereum or an Ethereum inscription DeFi game. When I picked one of those up, it was not a game. The game was actually just me buying it and then taking the money and then not doing anything. So
I am going to it. So it was a drain game.
The old drain game.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they were unbanking the banked. That's what they were definitely doing with that project. Yep. 1,000%.
You got flushed down the shitter there, Clark.
Yeah, but it bees like that sometimes, you know. It's my boy Zach says he's on YouTube. He's like, "You're good at that, Turbo." Yeah, I know. I'd actually had talked him into. I didn't really talk him into it. We were looking at something, and he spent an absorbent amount on the Cardano Apes project, and I feel guilty about that. I did not talk him into it, but that was my first. You know, when you're talking about these different NFTs and people just losing everything, man, that is. Because that's what's going to be the sad part. When you look back at all the Bitcoin that you have spent on Bitcoin ordinals, that like if I looked at my NFT wallet right now and I had spent Bitcoin on all of that, on all of the trash that's in my wallet, it'd be hard to sleep at night.
Yep. Yeah.
It would definitely be hard.
I mean, and not that it's hard to sleep at night. It just it also gets you out of opportunities, right? Like, let's use the fact that I spent 14.9 Ethereum on a mutant. Right? It went up. Everything was good, but then it went down. If I wanted to sell that right now so that I could get into some other positions, so that I could maximize what was going on in the bull run, I could sell for 5 point something ETH right now. I'd have to take a huge hit. Ethereum wise, right? Remember, 1 ETH is 1 ETH. Like, 1 Bitcoin is 1 Bitcoin. Like, you know, if you're in the ecosystem, that's how they got to start thinking about the numbers like that. But all right, so with that being said, I took a huge hit and I'm stuck. Like, do I stay with my mutant, which obviously gets me in the club? I'm with the cool kids, blah, 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 right? If there's any airdrops, anything that happens to come along, like, I could participate in that. Like, although now that they're like 100% gaming focused, I've kind of lost my way there. I'm with the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm not with Yuga Gaming. That's, you know, other side's going to be fantastic and people are going to be able to make money there, but that's not where my focus is right now because it's not a thing that's doable. Like, it's not going to be out until next year or 2025 or whenever. And so, like, that's the whole thing. That, like, that's my biggest fear, that people are going to get caught up in the ordinal scene, much like that, where maybe you had a Bitcoin, maybe you had a full Bitcoin, and now you chunked it up in, you know, you bought a couple BRC20s, and, you know, you paid a bunch of transaction fees. So now if you tried to sell it back, you might only be able to get a quarter or 3/4 of a Bitcoin back. Then what? Or even less, because some of those, I mean, we all spent multiple Ethereum on horse shit fucking NFT projects that aren't worth shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and that's Jay. That's kind of the whole like question behind this. Like, you know, what we're doing, right? You talk about your mutant. You know what I'm saying? But is it kind of like a 401k? You know what I mean? Like, if you go and you pull your 401k, you have to take a huge penalty to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And you have this, right? Like, I would think that, you know, your mutant is going to sustain its value for a very long time. You know what I mean? And I think there will be projects on Ordinals that'll do the same thing. That'll be your flagship, you know, your blue chips, you know, over on the Bitcoin scene that, you know, yeah, they're going to go up and down. But, you know, if I wait 10, you know what I mean? Like, is this going to be is this going to be something I'll be able to cash in later? Because that's kind of where I'm at on it, right? If it's down right now and he's paid a lot of money for it, right, there's a good chance that it's going to come back. And when it does, you know, like, you'll get your money and stuff. But I kind of think of it like a 401k. You know, you can't just dip in there anytime that you want and pull money out without taking some kind of huge loss. I mean, what's your thoughts about that?
I mean, it makes sense, but at this, yes, it makes sense. And what it does is it makes you be a patient investor, I think, at that point. Because what I would do, if I could, I would have sold it so that I could try to multiply it more times with some of these other, where there's more action happening, right? Like the floor price of mutants is not, there's no volatility right now, right? But there's a shitload of things going on in the Solana, the AVAX ecosystems. Like, there's action, there's money to be made right now, but kind of forced to sit on the sidelines with that chunk of money. But at the end of the day, like you said, that's a really good investment choice, because now there's nothing you can do with it. Like, why take the hit? That's ridiculous. Like, I don't need the loss for taxes, that's for sure. So I don't need to sell it. So that's the long term. Is that it? But is that the right mentality? I mean, because some of us, like, I don't, you know, we have different strategies. I want to make money.
Yeah, and that's all. I mean, bro, but that's the whole thing, right? That's really what we really come together for in the show. You know what I mean? It's not really like, we're not necessarily taking a hard stance either way, right? We want to bring information. We want to talk about, like, what our thoughts and our ideas and what we're like, how we're moving, right? Bring them together and hope to be able to form a plan that's successful for everybody. I do see we got Uncle Carter with his hand up.
Uncle Carter.
What up, Uncle C?
Hey, good morning, everyone. So I've been listening to you guys, you know, rant about these ordinals and NFTs and value going up and down. Guys, what are we forgetting here? You're paying for the admission to this special club. Think about it. And when that club becomes a fad and nobody wants to be part of that club and something new and shiny is, they suck the liquidity out, they start a whole new club and sell you a new NFT. That's what this is. It's the price to admission. That's the way I look at it.
You know, and we've said that, and there's, you know, there's a positive and a negative way to spin that. Yes, it is a price for admission, but it's also like, it's our country club, right? It's where we get a chance to connect with our people, join a community, vibe. Some have, you know, really amazing in real life events. Some don't. That doesn't. It's whatever the utility that you want to get from this ecosystem. That's where you go find the communities that provide that for you. And if, like, IRL events are like what you crave and what you love, well, you're probably going to want to hang out with us, because that's what we love. And that's when we start doing more events, and when the bull happens, when there's more activity and we're out and about, like, it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, look, you know, I think the ideal NFT is an NFT that is going to give you some sort of APY. It's token gated, so you can get to better content with whoever the creators or project are. Obviously being able to get into, like, dope events, like, think about, like, the Pudgies event. I mean, I don't have a Pudgy. I didn't get to go over there, but I heard it was dope. If you had a Pudgy NFT and you got in, it was a good time. You know, and that's, I don't know, but I hope everybody has a great day.
Thank you, man. I hope you do too. I gotta
get on the road.
All right, man, get on the road. I will say that the Kid Called Beast party at NFT NYC last year, hands down. I have been to a shitload of parties. I've been to a shitload of events in this ecosystem. That's the best one I have ever been to, by far.
It was pretty lit.
Yeah,
that was pretty lit. I was
just seeing the shirts being made was probably the coolest thing at an event. Seeing the shirts being made, like, just on the floor was cool as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, the only complaint I had about it is they had a terrible coat check-in system because they stole my T-shirt.
I am going to freaking cry.
Oh, you know what?
Like,
I gotta take my statement back. I gotta take it back. That was the second best event I have ever been to in Web3. The best event I have ever been to was at Art Basel. When I performed on stage with my guys, Turbo and 74K at Art Basel 2023, baby. Highlight of my life. Besides the birth of my daughter. It's funny, I could just keep stacking. That's the second best thing that's ever happened in my life. The third thing, because I have to say getting married. So my daughter's birth is number 1, getting married to my wife is number 2, and then performing on stage with my guys is number 3. That's it.
Dude, probably like there's a list of things that are the favorite things of my life, but my favorite thing of that night was me coming to you and saying, "Hey man, are you ready?" And you were like, "Are we going on next?" And I was like, I don't know when we're going on. And he was like, "You motherfucker!" And I just kept doing it to him. Oh my god, it was so funny, man.
He kept because
you were just ready.
I was not ready until you did that the first time. Then I was like, all right, well, I have to be ready because next time he comes back to me, it's gonna be the time. And like I was not ready when you said it. Like my heart started beating. I got sweaty hands all of a sudden. I'm like, oh shit. But
I wanted you to be ready when we got up there, man. I wanted you to be like ready. So I'm so glad you guys fucking killed it. Like that was such a fucking great performance. Just for how the night went and how everything was going musically, dude. That was so much fun. I would do it again exactly the same way every single time.
I love that. I do really quick, guys. I don't know. Coach is here, but never got the whistle, and I just realized that it's 9:38.
I tried to invite him up, and he didn't come up. So.
I think that we'll take the workout off today, and if you want to work out while we're just conversing, go ahead. I forgot the dumbbells in the other office. Plus, here's what I'll do. Starting next week, is I will have the workout cam, and so I'll just switch over to the other cam for the workout, and then whatever. And because tomorrow's no show, driving to South Carolina to go be with family for the holiday, so we'll pick back up that next week. If that's all right. Turbo's doing his arm things. If you guys want to join, you may.
Arm things. He's doing his arm things.
Oh, it's so cute with those arm things. But I want to shout out Yan BTC down in the Twitter space here, rocking that pizza emoji in the handle. Shout out to you, fam. Anybody that loves pizza is family to me. That's how we are around here. We are pizza crew. Unlike Doug Hype and his lame stains of cake eaters, those video game playing cake eating nerds. No, that's not how we get down around here. We eat pizza and we. Nerd. Well, guys, don't thumb me down. Like gaming is fine. Like
we're thumbing Dougie down. We're thumbing Dougie down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, dude. I feel like Dougie won't give me a shrapnel beta code because he's scared I'm going to destroy him.
Hey, no, I'm in with shrapnel. You want a code?
Yeah, send me one. I'll get in there and just anonymously go in and just start trashing people and then just post it on my Twitter.
All right.
Bro, I gotta say this. I want to goof on Doug so bad. I just gotta figure out how to prank him. I don't know. I'm gonna get somebody to jump out of a cake or something. I don't know.
No. What we do is we put cyanide in a birthday cake and we give it.
Oh, well, we don't gotta take it that far yet.
Jesus.
What the hell? Just playing a prank.
I was thinking more.
This is a recorded space.
I was thinking more like we kidnap that coat, put it in a cat carrier, and then hold it for hostage. You know what I mean?
All right, let's light it on
fire.
fire.
In the cat carrier. That thing will get away.
Let's burn it.
Dude, I bet you get that thing.
I am all for catching shit on fire.
I know you are.
Anywhere near fire, it's coming to it's just gonna poof right into nothing.
Yes.
You guys think that thing stands up on its own when he takes it off and he puts
it barks when he takes it off? What the fuck are you talking
about? In Miami, I had to get it a flea collar.
Really? Yeah, I thought that bit me on the ankle when he was standing next to me talking.
He legit has a chain he puts it on when he takes it off to walk it.
All right. Dougie's not here to defend himself. No.
Well,
we all love Doug. We all love
this comment. Making fun of Doug and
somebody clip that and send it to him.
Easy target.
I was about to say we need to clip that.
Oh, great times.
Yeah.
All right, so still don't know anything new about Ordinals today. Sorry, folks. We tried to set it up, and so far Again, I'm looking at 3 ordinal collections. 3. Bit Apes.
I'm scared.
It's the Bit Apes. It's the pizza one. And then Hoodlums. Hoodlums is pretty cool. Plus, they've been responsive on the old X. And so I always like that when people are responsive. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say it was called Hoodlums?
Hoodlums. And if you're on Twitter, it's H00 is how you would find it. I had a hard time finding it before. And I posted something about it earlier today. I'm pretty sure.
Hoodlums.
Yeah. Good looking project.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I like
how are you stumbling upon finding these?
Well, just really like the easiest way is, you can search if you're looking for yourself, or just put out posts saying that I'm looking for, what are some of the hottest BRC20 projects, and people will respond, and then hopefully you get several responses, so you get a couple things, and that's how somebody had responded about a different project, but when I clicked their profile is how I found about the pizza one. So it'd be like,
all right, because
go ahead.
Sorry, because I think that's the hardest thing. I mean, I've been kind of trying to check it out, but I can't all I can really find is like Launchpad stuff and like stuff online, just random stuff. So I'm trying to see if there's anything like specific I can go look for, like something that's better than just random people on Twitter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, there are, let's see. So if you go to, like, I just Google searched BRC20 marketplace, right? And OKX comes up. OKX has looks like you got Bitcoin frogs, Bitcoin punks, all this stuff. So you can go to, the easiest way, and it's just much like finding coins and other NFT projects, I think, in my opinion,
Can you
right?
scroll back down?
What?
Can you scroll back down real quick? Did that say that thing had a 6? Oh, that's volume. Okay.
63 Bitcoin floor price. That's crazy. Hey, let's see what the most expensive is, though. 0.95. Or Ordinal Maxi Biz. A fucking 0.95 Bitcoin floor. That is almost a $40,000 NFT. And that looks stupid. I'm not even capable of drawing a stick figure, and I could do that. I know art is subjective. Don't hate me. I don't care. This is not worth a fucking almost a Bitcoin. Not at all.
Yeah, but this comes right back to the big red circle painting. You know what I mean? Like, we look at it, everybody looks at it and says, I could have done that, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? We could have us an Ordinals project and draw better than that.
Well, we will have an Ordinals project. That's probably what we'll do, is we'll launch the Web3 Breakfast NFT collection on Ordinals. Sounds we're not doing that.
Hell yeah. Listen,
God, are you
we're just in
kidding
it. We're just in it for the Bitcoin. Someone had that thing up for 4. I don't necessarily understand exactly. Like,
can I find like the most expensive sale? Can you find that? Analytics. Here we go. Sales.
Look at the
highest
chart.
Sales 7-day. Here we go. That's all we want on is that highest sales.
There ain't been any. No sales.
Let's do.
Can't believe that.
All time. Oh shit! Here we go. 1.3 Bitcoin.
Golly, shit. That's a win. And here's the thing, though, Jay. I'd always said that Ethereum had the advantage over like Cardano and like some of these other blockchains with the NFTs because of the way that they price. Because it's 0.0 usually, or like 0.1 or whatever. You know what I mean? And so psychologically, when we think about it just from a numbers game, right? Like, oh, this seems cheaper. Where like on Cardano, like you might spend 150 or 200 Cardano or whatever that is, to get into that same ballpark. And man, if that is the reality, right? If that does truly play a part in all of this, then Bitcoin will definitely be winning with their 0.000 prices.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
I
And I know that there are other marketplaces. This is just happens to be this OKX one that was the first one. I don't know, but geez Louise, man, 0.95 for those things. That's like the Kevin drawing. What was that Pixelsaur? What was the name of that project? Metasaurus? No.
You talking about Tiny Dinos?
No, the one I don't think it was Tiny Dinos. It was the one Kevin it was like the dinosaur. It was like a kindergartner drew it, and it was supposed to be like one of those highly anticipated NFT drops that had like the hype and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, like, this is what it is. This.
You know what's crazy is I've seen people rocking that NFT, that Ordinal though. I've seen a couple people rocking that. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had a doggone NFT in my wallet right now, we're 0.95 doggone Bitcoin.
It's Pixelmon.
Pixelmon, thank you, Walt.
Pixelmon. What
that
up?
had to be
what
some
up,
of the funniest artwork. What's going on, guys? Oh man, yeah, I was laughing so hard. Like I've been helping out Doug with his space and stuff like that. And it's like ever since I've been on there, bro, I am getting so many scammers hitting me up, and it is the funniest thing ever. They're like, "Hey, how would you like to make 0.5 Bitcoin a week?" I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Like, nobody makes that much money. Like, this is such a scam.
So you did? Hey, you can send them my handle name. I'm looking for a job making a half a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Did they say what you had to do?
Yeah, you had to have Bitcoin in your wallet and just connect your wallet just to prove it.
just
Turbo, you don't want to
click this link.
You don't.
Freaking clowns.
Yeah.
I need my wallet. I need my wallet cleaned out anyway. I keep trying. I've been telling you guys last year. I've been trying, man. All the little scam things come through. I sign up, connect my wallet. Every time they look in there, they're just like, "Man, this guy's down bad." They just send me stuff, so it's been fine.
It's a good strategy. Is collecting of garbage and nobody will even try to steal it from you. Oh, this is just a landfill. This must be a burn address. We don't want to mess with this one.
Yeah, we don't want that
like, you
trash.
can't rug a rug. What's this?
Oh, that's a double rug tundra.
Wait, I'm not spending my own.
Rolling up the rug. They're like, here, just add it to the pile.
That'd be funny. Like, can we do something like that? Can we start like just like a garbage heap for like dead NFTs where they just go and you know what? Maybe that'd be fun, right? It's like a museum, and there's just screens everywhere, and as people submit them to the museum address, we'll call it the museum address. That's a way for you to take that burden off of yourself, so you never have to look at those rugs ever again.
The rug museum.
Jay, I think always like iRobot, where there was like the robot graveyard, where all like the spent technology was left behind. Remember the movie?
I know the movie, but Turbo and I are special individuals. We don't watch movies. We know, maybe have heard of them. But for me, and for different reasons, for me, they just put me to sleep. And in action movies, like I can't go to a theater because you put me into a dark space. My body's like, oh, it's dark. Let's go to bed. And I just fall asleep every time I go to a movie. And I can't stay. What am I going to, when I lay on the couch to watch a movie at home, am I going to stay awake? Nope. I'm going to go sleep.
I send all those garbage NFTs to like one like wallet that I just don't look at. When the project rugs out and I'm all angry, I just send them away.
And here's the thing. I want to be when the bull really kicks in, I'm gonna bring the ruggler back hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how like when people like they start trying to FUD projects that are successful and shit, and they're like, I'm gonna throw this thing into the abyss. I'll be like, yo, you can just send it to my wallet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just collect. If you're mad at your project and you want to get back at them, send it on over to the ruggler.
Come on, we'll take care of you.
We'll hold all them upset fudded NFTs you don't want anymore.
I love that.
Bro, I'm telling you, look, I seriously think though, one day, no matter what, there's gonna be a time when every NFT that we have, someone will want to buy them. Like there will be some desire to have these NFTs. They will do something. There will be some way to use it in the technology. Like with the
like
they
hoarders?
use that thing where we used to pop the tabs off. Remember, we used to pop the tabs off pop cans, and they'd give them to this like one, and they like kept like some kind of kidney dialysis machines on or something by collecting the tops. Did you guys ever do that?
I know about that, but I would pop them and then you put them like right into this little spot right there and you flick them across the lunchroom. That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, you could have been keeping respirators going, you know. But flipping them's fine
that was
too,
some.
you know,
Hey, that
flipping-
was someone else's. Someone else's. That was their passion. So that's what they did. My passion was to flick the pop tab across the lunchroom and try to hit somebody with it. That was my passion.
Did any of you guys actually save up enough Mountain Dew tabs to like the bottle caps to get an Xbox? Because I did that.
Whoa.
You got the Xbox?
Yeah, now this was the first Xbox, not an Xbox Series X, but like this was back in the day, and it was like there was only I think a few hundred of them that they made. Literally, like, and like, so like everybody come over, like everybody over. But I love him to death, and he always wanted to play him. Sometimes he just come over my house, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be. But I just give him the key so he could go in because he loved playing Halo. So the day I gave that kid an Xbox was so great because it's like the look on his face was just like, oh my god. And like he still has it. He never sold it. He's like, I'm never selling that thing. But I think they're worth a lot of money now because there was only so many of them that they made. But yeah, I was all about that. I think I got probably close to like 6 or 7 Xboxes for my friends just because I love playing Halo with the homies, man. That was the funnest thing in the world.
Walt is so much like me, it's ridiculous. I have 5 Xboxes in my fucking house, Walt. So when people come over to my house, we have no excuse not to play a round of something. You know what I mean? And dude, I want a Wii off of Pringles, of a Pringles can. Like when the Wii was first coming out, when Twilight Princess was coming out, dude, I was like the first person to open the box because I like worked overnight stocking at the time, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm putting my email in right now, dude. Literally the moment I put my email in, it sent me an email back saying I won, and I was like, oh fuck yeah. Like I never bought another Wii. I modded it the moment I got it, like. So, dude, I know exactly how that feels, like winning something off of like some crazy thing like that.
Do you remember when Pepsi was like they had the commercial and the guy bought the jet with the 2 million caps and then he actually did it and they're like, oh fuck.
Dude, he never got paid out either. He never got paid out on that. It's bullcrap.
Garbage.
I know, man, dude.
Garbage.
My buddy, his friend, or my buddy, his brother. He might be watching this right now over my Facebook, but if he is, man, shouts out to you. He's like one of those like very special human beings. That's just like he wrote down every baseball stat to every player. So when that Pepsi thing came out, he had like a doggone like a binder, and he would just like cut them and he kept all of his little like Pepsi tokens in there. He had a ton, but not enough for a doggone fighter pilot. We actually wasted all of his Pepsi points on crazy things like Britney Spears autograph pictures and stuff.
That's not a waste, bro. Before she was crazy, she was hot.
I know. We had that, but now it's long gone. So we could have probably got cool things like, I don't know, cars or.
Bro, nobody won jack shit from freaking McDonald's. Screw that company and their Monopoly thing.
That was
there's
a
whole documentary about that. The Monopoly
I know.
thing?
I was like, these mother effers literally were just scooping them all up. And they had like, did you see they put those little things that you put the quarter in? They had like tons of those in those things, the little eggshell things that kind of look like an Easter bunny thing. And they would have all the winning tickets in there. I'm like, how did nobody notice that the same couple people were winning? Like, it's so ridiculous.
Because they never tell people.
Because social media and the internet wasn't really that big then.
That's true.
Now you couldn't. There's no way you could get away with it. No way.
Yeah, I mean, but like, and here's the deal, though, right? Like, as we're talking about, the Pepsi thing, you know what I mean? Like the doggone Snapple one, you know what I mean? Like the other, whatever the one that Walt said. I'm sorry, Walt, I forgot which company you got yours through. You know what I mean? But you can't tell me that these are not this isn't the NFT ecosystem. Like it was like the beginning of it, right? Like we're collecting things, we're buying something to collect something else to then be able to hoard them together to trade them in for, for something else of bigger value. I mean, like,
yeah, it's just like burning. It's just like burning an NFT to get another.
Yeah. I just feel like, these are the things that we need to be like reaching back and bringing forward, because it's already tech and already has proof case that people will be into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine if we had that, like, with the Web3 breakfast, and every time you came through, you could, you went over and you popped a doggone, POAP. You know what I mean? It was like some way you went over and it cracked your egg and it was a POAP in there. And those POAPs, maybe they had a certain number of points, right? And you gather up your points and you could do different things like host the show, or, you know what I mean? Like meet us at a live event, or, get a video shout out, for a family or something. You know what I mean? Like these are all like such low hanging fruit that we're not taking advantage of, in today's, the point of today's show is really about ordinals and stuff like that. Right. And especially, like as we look at ordinals and, these things and we're learning, right? Because there's, I'm definitely not an expert by no means, when it comes to ordinals and, what their capabilities are. But what I can do, right, is come up with ideas and create solutions, right, that we can come collectively together and create these things. I mean, that's really where, I think that, this show really kind of like gives emphasis to people being able to, create and, come together. So we appreciate y'all being here at the Web3 Breakfast. We do this every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A show for the community, by the community.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
yes.
Tomorrow? Oh, wait, no show tomorrow.
Is the audio screwed up for everybody else right now, or is it literally just keep doing this for me?
You sound like a robot.
Yeah, you do. I sound perfect to me, but hang on one second. We're just gonna disconnect and reconnect again.
A new thing that I want to talk about next week. I got to do a little bit of research. Solana airdrops.
Save it for the. Save it. But we should. What I would love to do. This is fantastic. Let's do this. Let's try to get into as many as we can. I have started the Web3 Breakfast portfolio. So right now, we've got we got a half of an ETH that we need to spend on some stuff, but we got a mutable, shrapnel, Relio. We got a little BNB so we can degen out on some BNB stuff, and then 14.5 ApeCoin, because you got to have a little bit in the in the wallet here. And so right now our Web3 Breakfast Club portfolio is $2,222. Yes.
Did you guys ever look into Unreal Kingdoms?
DeFi Kingdoms or Unreal Kingdoms?
No, not DeFi Kingdom. I think that's on AVAX. I actually talked to those guys yesterday, but no, Unreal Kingdoms. The
Cyber Yacht Club?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is looking pretty damn promising.
Bro, there are, I think he said there's 7 different areas, and each one of those areas there's 4 areas, and each area has like 7 maps, and each one of the maps is the size of 4 GTA maps.
Dude, it's 240,000 square kilometers. It's so massive.
That's crazy.
It'll take you hours. It'll take you hours to walk across the map.
The best part was, so like I saw a video of those like Just Stop Oil people like causing traffic and stuff, and so I made a post and I was like, hey, real talk, can we like run over these people in GTA 6? And Code from Cyber Yacht Club's like, I'll make sure that we can do it in our game. I was like, dude, that's awesome. He's like, I can't stand them either.
Yeah. So
really quick, who in their right mind? Who in their right mind? I don't give a fuck what cause that you're like protesting for. Who in their right mind thinks it's fucking smart to stand in a street to block traffic? Who? You got to be one dumb mother chucker.
The Tide Pod eaters.
I mean, it's like a protest, right? I mean, you're just taking that risk that you're going to get run over by somebody like you.
Yeah. Listen, I don't
mean,
know
are
how.
you
calls,
looking to get
baby.
a
I
lawsuit?
don't know how. I'd be the guy that comes out of the car. It would be tough to like run somebody over. It would, but I would be the guy that comes and drags them out of the way, and then runs back to my car and speeds off. And if they tried to run back and block the car, we'd have problems. Definitely.
Oh, Jay, listen, it's not hard to run people over.
Nah,
Your car
okay,
is way heavier.
I know.
I mean, like once you just hit the gas, and they
Stop
just,
it.
I mean, it's.
Stop it.
I just wanted to make sure you understood that wasn't like.
I know it's not physically hard. Mentally, it would be the challenge.
Well, we'll take that offline.
This is a wonderful conversation we will have offline.
Happy holidays, everybody. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. So Monday is Christmas. So next Monday is Christmas. And I will actually, I don't know what our plan. Obviously, you know, we're going to do Christmas morning with Emmy. So we're going to my uncle's out to South Carolina. We'll be back on Christmas Eve. So we'll be back out here. I don't know what everybody's doing. I don't know if we do a special Christmas show or not. I don't know. It's just going to be me, my wife, and my daughter hanging out. Maybe go do something fun after we do, the morning with Santa. But maybe we'll do a special Christmas show. I don't know.
I'm banking on Santa this year.
We didn't see.
He ain't come through he ain't came through in 36 years consecutively. This year, OG Claus.
OG Claus.
Gonna need you to come down the chimney this time. You know what I mean?
Come on,
OG, baby.
Come on, OG Claus. We need you. Daddy needs you. Oh, OG Claus. I love that. What else we got? Anything else? Clearly I don't know if I honestly, like, we're going to have to figure out Thursdays after today's show, unless we get like a lot of support from the Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. This is not sustainable to have full shows on the Ordinals, because you can see, not that we don't, it's not even about us not knowing. I invited several projects, but
bro, I'm going to be real with you, J Chains. I've had extensive conversations with Violetta and Cristiano about this. They are very different breed, man. Especially like Bitcoin maxis are the most stubborn, like closed-minded people I've ever met.
Well, maximalism,
hate every other person.
Yeah, maximalism by nature is just a absolutely strange thing. That's closed-minded to begin with.
Yes.
It's a mental disorder is what it is. I didn't want to be rude, but it is. Maximalism of any kind. I'm not just saying Bitcoin maximalism of any kind. Agree or disagree?
Trying to get the ordinal people to your spaces though is tricky. Like, I feel like you really have to make a massive impact in their community for them to even like budge. And it's like, you won't even get like their whole community to show up. You'll get one person. It's like, what do you guys do? Like, how do you expand? I mean, I don't know how they get the word out about their projects. It's very strange.
That's the whole thing right there in itself, right? Like, because there's so many scams and all this stuff, you know what I mean? And now, now you're playing at a much higher level, with Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? And I'm worried, like I found one called like Ninja Alerts, and they had like these dope like ordinal little ninjas and stuff. And like I started like going through, and I started whitelist hustling and stuff. They never even responded. Like I'm like, yo, I did your things, and they're like, we looked in your wallet. You ain't got enough Bitcoin to even participate around here. I was like, oh shit.
Well, it's like going to a Lambo dealer. You got to do a credit check before you do a test drive. They ain't gonna let you just go test drive that thing. They got to know that you got money to even buy one.
Well, that's why I'm test driving it. So when I do get the money, then I know.
Yeah.
It's like pre-market research.
Is this something that I'm even going to be interested in?
And I mean, it's as of right now, it's only going to take me 53 years at the current saving rate that I have to pick one of these bad boys up. So I'm going to go ahead and test drive it now. You know what I'm saying? Keep my excitement going, so that I can stay on par.
Can you pre-order me the 2050 Lambo?
And then die at 70. A couple years before I was able to afford it.
You know what? I saw a freaking post about that this morning. That grinds my gears about it. You talk about grinding gears. Like, that's one, like, and it's you got to put this stuff into perspective that, you see people that in the post was, throughout the course of my career, like something about into Social Security, like they paid like 200,000 and then some other 200,000, you know, so like all in all, like they put like $400,000 into the Social Security ecosystem, right, throughout their working career, and it would take them, you know, 35 years to draw out more than that, you know, as an older person, probably not going to even live that long. Now, if you were to just invest it, if you were to invest that $400,000 over the course of, you know, your career, like he's like, it makes me cry to even think about how many millions of dollars I would have, and I wouldn't have to fucking worry about this two grand a month that the government sends me.
That's not going to be there. It'll be completely dried up before we even get there, Jay. Anyway, so
you know, that's why we can't depend on Bitcoin to save us, guys. We can't depend on Ethereum to save us. You gotta be looking out for those access. Diversify.
Well, I mean, here and here's like the thing on that too, right? Like, get some life insurance.
No, insurance is a scam, dude.
But shit, so you need it.
Why do you need it? If you are independently wealthy because you made the right investment choices, you were smart,
that's true,
and you made millions, you don't need life insurance because that's just a fucking scam. Insurance is a scam, 100%. Every single car insurance, life insurance, house insurance, all that stuff. I mean, it's not really a scam, but health insurance is a scam.
The way I'm currently set up right now, my casket's a duffel bag. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Mine is the fresh mountain air, so it's fine.
Hell yeah, just gonna put you on the side of the mountain.
Here's my deal, man. There is no way, shape, or form someone is gonna put me into a casket and put me in the ground and let me stay in one place forever. I want half in the mountains and half in the water. I want to float away so that I'm never in one place ever again. And then,
Are you cutting this way or?
First they'll burn my body. So you just split the bag of ashes. Just split the bag of ashes in half. Yeah,
that's way better.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was just thinking we were going to cut you in half and just leave like one half here and then like another half somewhere else.
Well, again, I would prefer that you burn my body before you cut me in half. That would be when I'm dead. Of course, I have to die first.
Yeah. Well, I want to be shot out of a rocket into outer space, like, you know, like the giant cannons.
Do rockets?
Like I just want to be
rockets can shoot into outer space.
Cannon. Well, just me. Like they're just gonna shoot my body into
like
outer
a capsule.
space.
You want to be in a capsule or just like dust and it just?
No, just like this.
Full body.
Yeah, just like, and they just pull someone, and Seven comes over and pulls the string as he's just like sobbing. And he's just like, and my body's. I don't actually think it's actually going to make it into space. I think I'll probably just be turned into dust on like leaving the barrel. But there's still a chance if they can get me rifling just right. You know, they can send me right on into space.
What if they shoot you into a flock of birds and they just.
That would or a plane coming by, just run into the side of the plane,
knock the plane down. You know, well, shit, we didn't see that coming. Darn. Sorry, Turbo.
Trajectory, am I right?
Yeah, physics. Oh, all right. Well, this is today's show was this was fun. This was fun. We didn't talk about anything that we really wanted to, but that's okay. Sometimes we need that.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, definitely. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining us. What do we got going on here? It is Thursday, December 21st. Today is the winter solstice, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And so, today would be the first day of winter, which is fantastic. Tomorrow is the 22nd, which means I am, like I said earlier, driving up to South Carolina. So I will. Well, maybe I'll do the space in the car, and you guys can hear, Emmy. She could be there. Why not?
Yeah, bro. We'll see. Whatever we're feeling like. Well, you have to tune in.
Bleaves. Bleaves. I see the chat. Shout out, Bleaves. What's up, fam? He just got here. Restart. Okay, let's. Hey guys, welcome to Web3 Breakfast. Thank you for joining us. We come to you every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern with a free repeat at 10 a.m. for Bleaves. So thank you for joining us. He wants to be shot out of a rocket also, but into Taylor Swift. Oh shit.
Don't do it. Don't.
I will. I'm going to tell you one thing. You cannot get Turbo started on Taylor Swift because you will get into a conversation. I promise you, you don't want to get into at all. Not even close. Literally not even. Nope. I'd rather, and because we're ending the show right now, I can tell you, I'd rather have a conversation about poop than talk about Turbo's Taylor Swift conversation.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, y'all have a great rest of your day. 20 minutes or so. We got AJ show at 10:30. And then Ben and I will be up at 11:30 on his channel for the morning live stream. And then I don't know what else is going on. Well, you know what? I will attempt 100% to do tomorrow's show from my AirPods only. So there'll be no live stream. Tomorrow's show from the car. So.
Christmas carols. I almost set the road up so I can play music and stuff.
Dude, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk today. You can run the live stream. I will get a windshield thing, and I will be able to not only audio but be video for the live stream as well. But I will be in the car.
It's gonna be perfect.
Let's do this. All right.
It's gonna be so perfect.
I love it. All right, guys. Hey, Thirsty Thursdays. If you're thirsty, go get yourself something to drink. And if you're not, drink some water. Do the do. That's it. We'll be back. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. I take everything back that I said over the last several minutes. We will be back tomorrow for the Friday extravaganza. Have a good day.
We love you.